I am such a fuck up. Jesus Christ. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, because, well, I don't use Streamlabs that much. Typically use StreamYard, so... Yeah, well, anyway, I fucked up. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Hey, thank you all for being here. What's going on, folks? I'm actually really pissed off at myself, so... Hey, maybe I can just release some of that pissed offness onto, well, our subject of the evening, Dave. Oh, whoa. How does that work? How do you do that? Turn that camera off. Anyway, what's going on, folks? God. Fuck penis, dick, ass, and balls. Hit me in the shins with a shovel. You know what? God damn, dude. Yeah, Dummy Dave. We're gonna get into Dummy Dave. We're just gonna dive right in. And don't worry, I actually have this set up. And look, you can see me. Hey. What's up, girl? But I also have to take this thing down. There we go. That's, I think, a artificial boob. Anyway. Thank you. Everybody thank Mango. Can we get some, put some pineapples in the chat for Mango, or peaches in the chat for Mango, because Mango's a peach. She is. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Dave sucks, and I want to show one thing. I'm too old to be stretching like that. These are Corsair headphones. Mine are broken. I probably could get them repaired, but it's probably worth it to just get them, get them replaced. Dave used to have the same headphones, the Corsairs with the RGB and everything like that, and they were cool, and they're really nice headphones. The problem is I used to wear a hat simply because they sat heavy on my ears. So that's where the patrol cap came in. Dave has come in and hold on. Whoa, hold on. There it is. Oh, it's so weird. Anyway, he doesn't have those anymore. So I'm wondering where they went. Dave, you got, like, you're spinning nickels in your toilet. Like, why don't you have some new Corsair headphones? Considering you stream twice a day. Let's find out. Maybe it's just because you're a piece of shit, and the fact that you get maybe like 20 viewers per stream, and that's your main channel. And honestly, I just appreciate everybody that comes to my streams, because this is my hobby. I have a real job. Nobody knows what you do, and also, no, you don't have a girlfriend. Literally, you would just say no or yes, I do have a girlfriend, if you had a girlfriend. So, anyway, let's get into this. Let's move it along.
Apparently, this is from a
balls
VHS black tape.
Thank you, Heon. Heon.
And it's about food safety.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Got some other stuff. I do have.
Just move this thing around.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Honestly, this is more interesting than whatever the fuck he's talking about.
Then right after this, we have to get to Yelston's request, because I made a promise. And I always keep my promise.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep your promise unless she finds out it's, less than an inch.
Oh,
this one.
Oh my god.
No, not that one.
Yelston, I love your money, but what did I
There
ever
it
do
is.
to you?
All right,
Why?
fine. I'll top
Why
Dave
have you done
tonight.
this to me?
What's going on, Sydney?
Right,
what's going on, Heon? What's going on,
Light Jake,
Tubian?
1986,
What's going on,
blah, blah,
Reaper?
blah, blah, blah. Let's get into
Thank
it.
you guys for all being here. What's going on, Syndrome? $616 over the last 2.5 years. Almost all of it is cooking review.
Oh God, I remember.
God
those
damn,
days
is
back in the day.
Like, is that literally how much he's made? Like, over his cooking. Dude, Dave, you can't cook. You cook like shit. For real. You suck. It's not fun. I mean, it's fun to make fun of because I actually have friends so that we can all make fun of you together. But, you know, you suck at cooking. Like, I made beef medallions. It was just sort of like small burgers and then like frozen tortellini. I would eat that over any of the food that you have ever made. Let me play devil's advocate. Let me think. No, you're just dog shit at cooking. You suck. You've given him $616. You gave this motherfucker money. Syndrome. How much... What do I have to do to get $616 out of you? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
The unseen enemy. That's what it says.
Oh, please, massa, leave me a good tip. Lordy,
Totally.
Lordy, I need that good tip.
Totally not racist, Dave.
Okay, 1980 classic, stereotypical 1980s fancy restaurant.
Show you how to cook better than Dave has? Okay. Mango, while I'm playing this, can you send me the video of me making burgers? There we go. Oops.
Here's your sheep bowls and rice. Eat it and
I
shut
learned
up.
how to cook from Dave, not going to lie. Damn, dude, you should definitely not learn how to cook from Dave, dude. Seriously. That's dumb. That's stupid. That's like that's like learning how to operate a vehicle from the Red Green Show. Like, yeah, you're gonna figure out how to do it eventually, but no, not from that. It's not an instructional video. It's
I never.
dog shit.
I'm sorry. This is a Minnesota thing. We do not have bag people or bag boys.
This
or
is
whatever.
true. I did. Shut the fuck up, Dave. Damn, Dave, you're so boring. This whole stream is supposed to be about you, but you're so boring. And yes, I did learn how to make carnitas from Mango. She is a culinary expert, and by culinary expert, I actually mean she has a degree in like culinary arts. So, she's met Gordon Ramsay. So, yeah, no. She's way better than I am at cooking, and she didn't have to teach me how to cook burgers, that's for sure. But at the same time, I learned a lot by, doing the right thing when an expert comes in and tells me how to do things, regardless of what's, swinging between their legs or what's not there. I paid him to make recipes. That red beans and rice recipe, I'm the one who paid for that. Yeah, damn, dude. So, hey, Mango, throw my throw my links in the chat so that, you know, I can show this dude how to cook, because Dave doesn't know how to cook.
People don't bag our groceries. We do it ourselves.
Dude, actually, that's actually a very common thing. If you go to an Acme store, they typically have a bagger there. You know, bag boy, whatever you want to call them. They typically have a bagger there. They typically have somebody there, and taking that little bit away from, taking that position away from people is, and putting it towards like self-checkout is just pushing money up to the top. That's why Walmart doesn't have baggers or checkouts. They just have self-checkouts, so that it's more convenient and they don't have to actually pay anybody or give anybody any money. Just saying.
And thank God for that, because I don't give a fuck how the groceries are packed.
Egg sandwich.
As a consumer, you expect the highest quality product for your dollar. You assume that the food you
if I'm buying SpaghettiOs, I know I'm buying slop.
purchase is prepared.
Very fair point. Also, if you cook food, Dave, you're going to cook slop. However, comma space. Let's watch this.
What's going on, folks? This is Security Monitor Lizard, and welcome
That's
to
me.
Reptile Rustle Up. Today we're going to be making some burgers. As you can see, we have our 80-20 ground beef.
Hold on.
We're going to see...
Hold on. Today we're going to be making... Today we're going to making... Aw, sweet Sasha. She's my sweet puppy dog. I love you, Sasha. Also, buy some pickles. Hit me up at postaliguana@gmail.com.
Seasoning it with Worcestershire, some garlic powder, a little bit of oregano, a little bit of parsley, tiny bit of mustard powder, and some ginger. Now, you want to use ginger when you're cooking beef because it will actually bring out a lot of the beef flavor.
I was wrong. It's mustard powder, not ginger. Correct? Tell me, mango's the one. Ginger goes with the pork. Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. And those pickles are delicious. Hit me up at postaliguana@gmail.com. I only have spicy pickles left. Yeah, ginger for pork, mustard powder for bead. Mustard powder for the bead. Get your bead saturated in that mustard powder. Yeah, I fucked up. It's fine. It's okay. I can at least admit to my own mistakes. But ginger for the pork, mustard for the beef. The bead. A pinch of cinnamon with is great with ground beef. That's not sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Look, you don't have to fight me. I'm telling you, you're
now,
right.
I want to say this. We are not going to be using a ton of salt in here because when we top it with the pickles, it's actually going to make it a lot saltier, so we don't want to overdo it.
We don't want to.
If you would like your own jar of pickles, whether you want the
delicious
pint or
pickles,
the quart or the half
postaliguana@gmail.com.
Go ahead and hit the description below.
It's crazy. I'm wearing the same shorts in this video that I am wearing now. However, I have far more muscle.
I put one up a little bit. But we'll
Fuck
also
you,
be
Walmart.
topping our burgers with nice tomato, some raw onion. I was gonna caramelize the onions, but
It's
I figured
true.
It was just gonna take too much time.
I will show my
I'm kinda
pickles
lazy about
at
it.
postaliguana@gmail.com.
Some provolone cheese, and we'll be putting them on these nice buns here.
What's going on,
Of course, we're
Mudbrooker?
gonna toast them. Don't worry.
Thank you guys
They'll
for
be
being here.
toasted. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to cut up our serranos. We got our nice sharp knife. Always have a very sharp knife because the last thing that you want is to have to go to the hospital if you cut yourself and it's harder to stitch you up. The most dangerous thing you can have in a kitchen is a dull knife.
It's true.
So we're going to cut these lengthwise. Woo! Yeah, it fell right over. That one's a little curved. It's got a little angle on its dangle. So don't worry about it. We're just going to dice these up.
Mango's deviled eggs.
You want it real small. So
I'm down to
cut
devil
through.
your eggs, Mango.
Just put it in with the chopping machine. And make sure you don't cut yourself. I always leave the seeds in because, well, Mama ain't raised no bitch. But regardless, you just want to make sure that you have a nice, spicy burger.
You gotta love that fucking Sasha stare.
Dice them up real tiny so that they mix in real well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Getting close. We're almost there. Oh, man. Now, you don't want big old chunks in there, because if you get chunks in there, we're going to have issues, and you're just going to be biting into big old serrano chunks, and you get too much of that flavor and not enough of the rest. Alright? So we'll clean off our knife.
Look at them doggy eyes.
Gather everything up.
Such a sweet
And
pea.
there we go. Nice and diced. Alright. Next up, what we're going to do is, there's something I like to do. I like to separate the meat just a little bit. So it gives a little bit more surface area for you to work with, for the spices to adhere to. So we're
Me?
take our meat and just slice it, just kind of move it around. Don't be afraid to use your hands.
Of course she can smell everything. She's a dog. Second of all, she smelled the onion and she sees the bottom bun. Look at those eyes. And the meat. She knows what's going on.
You can use your hands. You have your own burger. Don't worry.
It's true. She got her own burger.
Now you don't want it to be
I
all
made her a
separated.
little
You don't have to go through and
medallion.
get every fiber out. But you want it to be a little bit separated. That way when we put our spices in again, it'll adhere a little bit better. And
Oh, perfect. Dave, I hope you watch this at some fucking point, or one of your little dipshit sycophants actually takes this to your channel. When you're like seasoning meat, you have to season the entirety of the meat. There's a decent amount of surface area that has to be coated. You can't just salt and pepper the top and the ass end of it and then call it a day. If you season the meat, it'll taste so much better. It's going to be flavorful every single bite. But you don't do that because you're dumb and you don't know how to cook. Moving along.
we will slide all that in there. Wash our hands.
Oh my
and then
god,
let's
she
get
she
the
loves
spices.
just because she
Alright,
loves
now
the
let's
buns
add
doesn't
no
mean
particular
she
order.
needs
I
them.
mean, you don't really have to because we're gonna be mixing it
She's
all
not
up. Why not?
famished,
A dash of salt, some pepper.
unlike certain dogs
And-
that I know.
The salt, we're going light on the salt. We're going to go a little bit light on the pepper because we have the serranos in there. It's going to have a lot of spice. Our ginger. Now you just want a dash of ginger, just a little.
Ah!
So we're going to get some ground mustard.
Ah! Mustard, not ginger. I fucked up. I understand that.
Parsley.
Although
oregano.
it
You
did
don't want too
taste
much
pretty
oregano.
fucking good.
I don't really like. If you want to add basil, go
She's
ahead
not
and add basil. I don't really
famished.
like basil because it adds a little bit of sweetness, a little too much sweetness. But I want this to be really spicy. Garlic powder. We're not going to add too much. Just a dash of Worcestershire sauce.
Exactly.
spices are in there.
Exactly how it's supposed to be
It's time to
pronounced.
mix.
Worcestershire sauce.
So once you got it all mixed around, you're gonna want to be prepared with a plate, which I have. But once you got it all mixed around, you want to really get in there. You want to mix everything in. Make sure it's all homogeneous, and there's no, you don't want one part to.
Alright, I'm done sucking my own dick. Anyway, that's kind of how you make a burger. Let's see Dave fuck himself up. Although I did get a lot more viewers while I was,
under sanitary conditions and the establishment.
Not from watching Bar Rescue, Kitchen Nightmare, Restaurant Rescue, or Restaurant Impossible.
Alright, shut the fuck up. So, one of my brothers, he loves to say, like, oh, he's like, I'm rich. Like, I know how to cook. Now, like, dude, just because you have eaten at good places doesn't mean you know how to cook. Just because you've watched Kitchen Nightmares doesn't mean you can appear on Kitchen Nightmares. Just because you've been to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant doesn't mean that you can cook in a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Get the fuck out of here. It's two different animals. You're comparing fucking lions. I would say lions to leopards because that fits, but you're comparing lions to pigeons. And honestly, Dave, you probably cook more pigeons than you've seen lions and interacted with cougars.
I just hope it's edible.
Worcestershire sauce syndrome.
But as an employee of the food industry, you see firsthand where many of these regulations are ignored. So, what makes the place where you eat or shop any different?
Oh, I can do that, the Mudbrooker.
Nothing.
I can do that. Did the Germans do that in Poland? In a certain place? Just saying.
Responsible for damages resulting from products you purchase.
Well, you have to be able to prove it.
I'm glad you said orangutans. There's only one G in orangutan.
Nope, we still got good old plastic bags.
By the consumer.
I use those to pick up my dog's poop.
Sanitation is one of the most neglected jobs in any establishment.
What, are you out of your fucking mind? I used to work at a grocery store. That son of a bitch was like a hospital.
As a result,
No, honestly,
Again.
dude, I don't think you've worked. On top of that, you were probably let go simply because it was run like a hospital, but you are gross.
When the cutting was done, I
excuse me.
cleaned the entire meat department. When I was in the produce department, I washed the floors every night. Deli, everything was cleaned.
No, you didn't. No, that never.
Bakery, I'd cleaned several times. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, you didn't. What's going on?
Neglected my ass. Yeah, we don't want to get sued.
No, you didn't. No. Honestly, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. 100%. No, you did not. Dave, you did not do any of those things. Those were the tasks that were assigned to your department. However, common space, you did not do those tasks. You did not perform those tasks. It's like me being like, oh, okay, well, I was military police, so I know how to, transport a prisoner from, point A to point B. Does that mean I've ever done it? No, I haven't. Outside of training, no, I've never done it. I mean, I've transported prisoners, but that was like literally point A to point B being from a police car to the police station. Not even worth it. So,
facility which holds, transports, or sells human foods or ingredients across state lines.
hello?
This includes retail
Hello?
establishments.
Hello?
The law states that food shall be considered contaminated if It contains an
Oh, this is so boring. Anyway, so for every $2 that someone donates to one of the links that Mango's about to put in the chat, I will eat one of these expired Chinese cheese lollipops. Full stop.
They might think it, but America will just tell them to fuck off, and we are the UN.
No,
If
no.
America were to ever leave, if the USA were to ever leave the United Nations, they would have no power whatsoever.
No, 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 no,
or
no.
been prepared, packed, or held on
No, dude. The United States is consistently laughed at by other countries because of our bullshit politics. And this is something that you don't understand. This is going to be a theme that's going to continue throughout Dave's, I don't know, career, his visualization in my streams. There you go. For lack of better words, because I'm
become contaminated.
illiterate.
Contamination need not occur for you to be in violation.
Yeah, and this type of thinking has led to a bunch of fucking pussies.
The mere presence of unsanitary
I'm sorry,
conditions
what?
in the eyes of a health inspector is enough to result in a citation. A violation as obvious as smoking is frequently disregarded by employees as well as management.
Smoking isn't gonna bother the food! You know, we sell smoked meats, for Christ's sakes!
Ask yourself, would you want to eat out of it?
I hate the fact that I have to actually play that back. I apologize to everyone for this stupidity, but it's gonna be played back. Dave. I think that's good enough.
If America were to ever leave, if the USA were to ever leave the United Nations, they would have no power whatsoever.
No, not at all. So, the United Nations would actually have a significant amount of power. I already talked about this. The rest of the world laughs at the United States. Yes, we are a military-centric society, and there's nobody that can compare to us militaristically. However, come space, when it comes to globally, diplomatically, nobody really actually gives a shit about the U.S. They're just like, okay, well, yeah, you have a lot, but what can you do other than commit war crimes? And the U.S. is just like, oh, well, you know, we have the
If it has been prepared, packed, or held under unsanitary.
I refuse to leave Dave alone. Red shot.
Contamination need not occur for you to be in violation.
Yeah, and this type of thinking has led to a bunch of fucking pussies.
The mere presence of
Says the guy that thinks that masks don't work. Dave, the next time you have to go in for surgery because your, detached diabetic foot fell off and you fell down your grandma's stairs into the basement and hit your head, when you have to go into surgery, make sure you check off the box that says, do not wear a mask. Because masks don't work. Right?
sanitary conditions in the eyes of a health inspector is enough to result in a citation. A violation as
Medicare for all
is frequently disregarded by employees as well as management.
Smoking isn't gonna bother the food. You know, we sell smoked meats, for Christ's sakes.
How many meats have you fucking smoked, Dave? I'm guessing it's a lot, and you just don't put it on the internet, but at the same time, how many meats have you eaten that have been smoked in Black and Milds, or Lucky Strikes, or Marlboros, or Camels? I'm pretty sure all of the meats that you've eaten that have been smoked have been in, you know, I don't know, applewood or hickory or oak wood or something like that. They've been smoked properly. If I guarantee you, you stupid asshole, if you went into a fucking, I don't know, a Krispy Kreme, and the motherfucker was just like smoking a cigarette, and they just ashed it onto your bagel or onto your donut, you'd be like, that's fucked up. You'd be like, well, if they said, well, hey, it just gives it that smoky flavor. Fuck off. What would you do? First of all, I know what you would do. You would cry like a little bitch because you're a fucking moron and you know you're wrong. And second of all, that would never happen because businesses want to make money. That's the whole purpose of a business, is to make money. That's why they don't smoke their bagels and donuts in Lucky Strikes. You fucking moron. Holy fuck. Dave smokes used underwear. Yeah, they're all, everything he rolls up is whitey tighties and a penny in the fucking future for him.
Would you want to eat out of an ashtray?
You can't.
Have you had barbecue?
Syndrome. Yes, you can smoke meat with marijuana. You can actually do that, but you have to do it properly. I don't know, maybe I was going on a tangent, so maybe that's a little bit, I'm going a little bit behind, but you kind of missed it. If that's the case.
Coverings are another violation. Hats are not meant to be stylish. They're meant to protect the customer and in turn...
Actually, no. A hat like that, those little rivets in the hat are actually... I think the number of ways a chef can perfectly prepare an egg.
And yourself from a potential lawsuit.
Mango. Please. Like, because the chef's hat, from what I'm guessing, it's tall and it has the rivets so that there's airflow for you being over an oven or a stove, and it can actually flow the air over you and can actually get, so you don't sweat onto the eggs. There's 101 rivets for 101 ways to make an egg. Fair enough. Like, I don't know. I would rather my chef wear a fucking hat. Because old boy over here looking like looking like a Fallout ghoul probably doesn't need to be cooking my egg. But I know that's more of the filming. But yeah, dude, just like, don't. I'd rather my eggs be undercooked than have a hair in them.
And by the way, hair is pretty fucking clean. Again, it's a little gross.
Yeah, the hair is technically pretty clean. Your hair is greasy as fuck, you fucking molding idiot.
supposed to see it, but if I
You
get a
haven't
hair
seen
in my
shampoo.
meal,
You
don't
haven't
send it
seen
back. Hair is
shampoo.
pretty clean. Do you know the most
In
disgusting
fucking 10
activity
years.
in terms of you want to be a germaphobe that humans do? All
Scratching
humans
balls.
do it. The most disgusting act?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on. Go ahead.
It's kissing.
Health inspections are always
Well, thank God nobody's kissing you. Whew. The next pandemic has completely been resolved thanks to Lord of Patriarchy. Oh, goodness gracious. Dude, you... How do you... I can't... Sorry, I'm laughing too much to even tell a joke.
and always seem
And you don't get nicotine from secondhand smoke.
Yes, you do.
to come.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There is usually a local official with only one job.
You do. You do 100%. Because
Yeah, and-
when you breathe out that smoke, it's not like... So let's say I inhale a cigarette. And then I exhale. Did 100% of the nicotine in that cigarette puff go into my body? No, it didn't. And it's not even about that. It's about the fact that smoke is not conducive to life. Like, smoking is really bad. Don't smoke. If you want to smoke, fine, that's on you. I'm not going to give a shit. I'm not going to say, hey, don't smoke. But don't smoke at the same time. Don't do it. It's really bad for you. It's one of the worst things that you can do. Good fucking land, dude. Dave, try this. Try this. Okay? Be right about something. Be correct about one thing once. Do that. Do it. Do that. Thank you. Fuck.
And considering how little they seem to care about their jobs, I wouldn't worry about them.
Safety. Anything in violation will be recorded, and you will most certainly.
Says the guy that doesn't have a job.
An inspection
About the only fucking time the health inspector shows up to a restaurant is right before it opens.
does not have to be a threatening experience. Inspectors are human too, but they have the right to inspect your facility. They have the right to inspect records of materials received or shipped across state lines. This includes raw materials.
I will say this, every so often we get usually an older gentleman, and he'd want to sell us what he grew in his garden, and I'd have to tell him, well, that's completely illegal. And some of the shit they brought in, it's like, even if I could legally buy it, I wouldn't.
Where the fuck have you worked? Because, no. I'm thoroughly confused. Anybody in the chat, go ahead and try and unfuck that one for me, because I am completely confused.
Because, I mean, one old guy came in,
Your
he had
body
a
will-
bag full of rhubarb he grew. This shit looked like spaghetti strands. It was limp. It was dog shit. It's like, he's like, I want you to see if you want to buy my rhubarb. I'm like, even if I could buy your rhubarb, I wouldn't buy your rhubarb.
You're not talking as a business owner talking to a purveyor. You're talking as an individual talking to another individual. That's 100% correct. I would fucking put my goddamn left foot on it. I'd say my left nut, but, well, then again, you'd have, if I were wrong, you'd actually have one nut to prounce around with. But the problem is, you're not talking as a business owner. You're not, that's, what else can I say? If somebody comes to me and they say, hey, this is what I have, and I look at it and I say, go fuck yourself, then you go fuck yourself. I'm the business owner. You brought me some bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. It's not that hard. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Crispy. It's actually a mistake, but my birthday was several months ago, but I appreciate that. Happy birthday. It's okay. I fucked up. Don't worry.
Any other record, production formulas, customer complaints, or quality control information is out of their jurisdiction, and you can deny their request for it. An inspection.
About the only time a health inspector comes, because again, these are government-appointed, do-nothing jobs. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's some hard-working health inspectors, but I seen in the years that I worked in a grocery store, I seen the health inspector once over the course of years.
That's because you were never management. Duh. But Mudburger brings up a great point. Grocery stores are regulated differently than farmers markets. They can legally buy and resell uninspected foods. Farmers markets sell directly from producers to consumers. This is true. So it's from farm to table. That's what they do. So you go to the farmers market. I live in the country, so I know all about this. I can just go out to a farm and just be like, hey, what do you guys got? And they'll be like, okay, well, we have this. And when it comes to, let's say, vegetables, let's say I'm getting some corn. When it comes to that, I know that it's coming directly from the field to that table to my hand. That's it. That's the process. Now, should I be skeptical if it's like a chicken or a cow or something? If there's some chopped up beef, yeah, obviously I should be a little skeptical, but I trust them far more than I would trust like a farm or a grocery store, not a farmer's market. I would rather buy it from the farmer's market and give them cash and be like, what's up, whatever. I know I'm going to actually be able to cook it properly, Dave, because I know you can't cook. So that when it comes to me, I'm going to be able to figure it out. And when I go to the grocery store and it's like, so I have... So let's say ground beef is like $2.99 a pound. I'm like, okay, sweet, I can get a shitload of ground beef, too easy. And then chicken is buy one get one free. I'm like, oh fuck, that's a pretty good deal. I have enough money where I can buy both of them. When I go to the cashier, I tell them, put the beef and the chicken in different bags. Double bag the chicken, put the beef into its own bag. And if they have a problem with that, then I raise a stink. If they don't have a problem with that, then they just do it. Because, you know what? They get paid less than minimum wage, and they deserve to just, hey, capitulate to what I really actually want so that I don't come up to the fucking grocery store firing from both ends. JC. God damn, dude. We're 10 minutes in. Dave, you suck at everything.
Can be triggered by a customer complaint. Inspectors are not required to tell you this. However, they may ask if you've had any. It's advisable to keep a complaint file that lists complaints and how they were resolved. This
Well, I don't know about where you live, Brian Hicks, but that's pretty standard. Again, there's not that many health inspectors for a pretty large swath of territory.
shows the inspector that
It's super low for
complaint
me,
serious,
so
but they have no right to examine the file.
trying to
Inspectors are allowed by law to collect samples of raw materials and finished product. It's a good idea to take a sample of your own so you can have it analyzed at an independent laboratory. If an inspector removes a sample, he will usually offer to pay for it, accept his payment, and provide a receipt. Giving it to him at no charge can look very suspicious. Collecting samples does not include taking photographs. If an inspector asks, politely tell him it's against company policy. He will honor your refusal.
No, we never really had it. Usually it was a third-party company. We had a third-party company come in and bitch and complain, but I never listened to them.
A man
no wonder you're unemployed. Just saying.
manager should always accompany an inspector. Treat them as you would like to be treated. And if they do find a violation,
But I only seen the Minnesota guy, the guy I actually had to listen to. I seen him. Okay, maybe it was more than once. Maybe it was like once every 3 years. But because I remember one time I bought donuts. Next thing I know, I'm in the meat department. And a coworker of mine comes in and says, "Eat that donut in 10 seconds or throw it away." Threw all the donuts away, took the plastic bag out, and threw it in the trash.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You ate all 12 of those donuts in 10 seconds. You know you did, you fat piece of shit. Like, this is one thing that... never mind. We'll get into it in a little bit.
Immediately if possible, and be sure the inspector is aware of the correction.
Long enough to know that this is not Hebrew.
This is bacteria. It is
It's
the
bacteria.
unseen enemy in
Ooh, even though most foodborne bacteria won't kill you.
all food contamination. Bacteria
Alright. So, fun fact. The reason we cook food isn't just to kill bacteria, but it's also to cook the proteins and break them down. And if you have some kind of bacteria in the food, which is why you should always smell your meat before you cook it, it can actually release a decent amount of chemicals that are not conducive to, you not firing from fucking both ends. That's the problem. If you have a problem with preventing foodborne illnesses, then you should never be around food. Dave's cooking show. I'm just saying, if you don't understand how bacteria and illnesses and the immune system of a human being works, well, then maybe just go get some tornadoes and hopefully you fuck off permanently. And your family can, they already ignore you, so they won't sue that you know, that marathon or whatever the fuck you go to get those tornadoes.
Move rapidly between the temperatures of 45 and 140 degrees. Temperatures below 45 degrees.
You mean a third-party company hired by the store's corporate insurance carrier so they don't have to pay your dumb ass, causing a massive foodborne illness outbreak? Exactly. Thank you. Honestly, the Mudbrooker 3D print that onto actually just like mold that into a forge and brand it onto my ass. That's perfect. Perfect statement.
Below 45 degrees. A shallow pan, 4 inches or less, will help keep salads at the proper temperature. And all hot food
Davis
flavors
freezer
must
burnt
be
meat.
kept above 140 degrees. Contamination
I mean, you're the one that thinks he's so hot.
produced by most bacteria.
Oh my god, how long has that milk been sitting out? That's days. Even though that's actually kind of how cottage cheese is made.
That's what gives
Hello,
sour
Emily
milk,
Veronica.
garbage, and spoiled meats an odor. It's also what causes food poisoning when contaminated foods are eaten. All
Actually, I will say improperly prepared. Okay, to be fair, yes. If I'm doing a medium rare steak or a rare steak, I keep that thing in the fridge, let it warm up on the counter in its plastic packaging, and then I slam it on the grill.
That's stupid. Just take it out of the packaging and slap it on the fucking cutting board and then put it on the grill. After the 30 minutes. That's the 30 minutes of it sitting there, but why keep it in the plastic packaging? It doesn't matter. You're gonna get rid of it anyway. Dave, you're watching a video from the 80s. You went to broadcast school. You should be able to understand what you're looking at. But then again, you went to broadcast school.
foods already carry bacteria which
I'm
are
watching you.
destroyed when the food is cooked. That means
A big shake.
any uncooked food is in danger of cross-contamination.
Oh god, this cross-contamination bullshit. It's largely a myth.
Cross-contamination.
What you don't...
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? If I order beef tartare, I expect the fact that the beef was on a separate shelf and there wasn't chicken sitting above it, dripping down. Like I said, I literally tell the people who bag my groceries, put the chicken and the beef into separate bags. Double bag the chicken. Simply because my beef is not going to be cooked at the same temperature as the chicken. That's why it's because the bacteria on the beef is not going to be killed in the same way that the bacteria on the chicken is. Chicken has to be cooked thoroughly. It has to be cooked all the way through. But I can eat the fucking steak raw, you stupid motherfucker. Boo! Fuck me, dude. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, thank you, Mango. I wish I could put this up, but I can't. Cross-contamination could get me killed if shellfish is involved, but sure, cross-contamination is a myth. Okay, so I roll up a bunch of fucking California rolls. I'm like, all right, I'll roll up all these fucking California rolls. And I'm in a high-speed restaurant where I use shellfish. And then there, you know, the other side of the restaurant is like, hey, we need just a couple steaks. So I had to grab these steaks and season them properly. And then all of a sudden, somebody has a fucking heart attack. And they puff up like the goddamn Hindenburg. And they're just rolling around on the ground. Yeah, no, cross-contamination is a fucking myth. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to do a goddamn thing. You live in your grandma's basement. You've never done anything in your life. You don't have any people in your life. You don't have anybody, friends, family, or anybody that actually gives a shit about you. That's why you stream twice a day and nobody gives a fuck about what you have to say other than me having a hobby telling you how fucking stupid you are. You are the dumbest motherfucker. You are going to kill somebody. And you know what? It's probably going to be you because you don't understand cross-contamination. And I would say, you know, you're probably going to unalive yourself, blah, blah, blah. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't hope for that. But there ain't a rafter that exists in this entire world that isn't built by the fucking Amish that could hold your fucking 4'9", 300-pound weight just swinging away. Get the fuck out of here. You're a moron. Shut the fuck up. At least accept when you're wrong. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fucking shit. Alan, Alan, go to your recruiters. You and I need to deploy together so that we can go on this rant. Holy shit.
One is you don't want to store cooked product above or below raw product because it'll ruin the cooked product. But this idea of cross-contamination, it's horse shit. Trust me, I've been in the game a long time and I've never fucking seen it. I've never seen a plausible scenario.
I've never seen an anti-tank mine, but I know they exist. I've never stepped on an IED, but I know they exist. God damn. This is the dumbest person I have ever fucking met. Dave, on every level, you are just so ignorant. It astounds me. It actually pisses me off. I'm actually angry right now that I have to talk to anybody about this. But I appreciate you for giving me content. I have the same amount of viewers that you do on a regular basis, and I do this maybe once a month, once a week. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Stop being an idiot. There's nothing wrong with saying, I am wrong. It is a point of strength to be able to say, I am wrong. If you can't do that, you're a weak-ass little bitch. Fuck me, dude.
Can occur between someone's lunch and raw or finished foods in the same refrigerator. Or from eating while...
I do agree with that. I'd like to keep raw meats with raw meats, cooked meats with cooked meats. and veggies in their own separate thing. I will agree with that. But this idea that it's like a must is silly.
No,
I'm sorry. It's fucking.
And that's why you're a terrible cook, because you don't know how to fucking separate things. You don't know how to compartmentalize your fucking refrigerator. Holy fuck. I literally put my chicken in a separate drawer, double bagged, aside from my beef. My beef has its own drawer. Cheese has its own drawer. Veggies have their own drawer. Because I don't know what I'm gonna fucking use them for. And they have to be used at different temperatures. You stupid idiot. You don't need... You know what? I seriously... I feel like... I took my pistol out a little bit ago just to like look at it and just charge it a little bit. I just want to fire it into a fucking tree, not into the air, but I just want to shoot it into a tree because I'm so fucking mad at this stupid asshole that thinks this is a top left candidate, like 100%. 100% confidence, 0% experience. Shut the fuck up. Actually listen. Holy fuck. Oh, man. Dave probably has perpetual diarrhea, but thinks it's just because he's dumb. No, he probably blames it on the feminists or something. I bet Dave doesn't know women have multiple orgasms. Alan, I don't know what's funnier, the fact that you think Dave like has been with a woman, or the fact that you think that Dave has given a woman an orgasm. Like, dude, I learned very quick. Hey, as a man, I get one. She gets she gets everything she can get. And well, hey, she gonna get what she can get.
Preparing food. Bacteria from
Drop the multiple on your right.
Transferred to this man's sandwich, causing him to get very sick.
Okay. I agree. If you're cooking with raw chicken, wash your hands before taking a bite of the sandwich. However, raw chicken that is wrapped from, let's say, a meat department, it doesn't really matter where you put it in the goddamn fridge. Anything from the chicken is contained in the packaging.
This is cross.
No. Dave, air circulates. So, if air comes off of that chicken and it circulates throughout the refrigerator, which is the main point of a refrigerator, it circulates cold air in order to refrigerate all of the contents within, then if that chicken is exposed, it's going to circulate those contaminants throughout the refrigerator. That's how a refrigerator works. That's just how it works. That's why there are different drawers. That's why my chicken goes into a specific drawer and it's wrapped up. That's why my beef goes into a specific drawer and it's wrapped up. That's why my veggies go into a specific drawer and it's wrapped up. It's because I don't want to be firing from fucking both ends 5 hours after I made an actual meal, which you have no idea how to make. You fucking idiot. This is the same type of guy, the same dude, the same type of dude that straight up doesn't wear a mask because he doesn't think they work, doesn't understand how the pandemic worked, how airborne diseases worked. If you can smell a fart, then masks don't work. It's what's going out, not what's coming in. Dipshit. Holy fuck. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. I will eat all of these for $50 if somebody just, like, Amazons me a fucking hammer so I can hit myself in the shin. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so pissed off.
Contamination.
It's not true.
Raw chicken is a carrier of
$2,
bacteria,
and I will eat one of these cheese popsicles.
Contaminator.
$100 and I'll eat all of them.
By not washing his hands and working on a different
$200 and I will eat cat food.
With the salmonella bacteria. He is actually poisoning the person who eats that.
Okay, this extreme example I can give a bit of credence to. Unless the bread is going to be toasted.
No.
Sandwich.
No.
Contamination is especially critical.
No. No. Just because the bread is toasted doesn't mean the bacteria has been killed. Just because the bacteria has been killed doesn't mean that the chemicals that causes salmonella are not present and able to cause bodily harm to another person. Holy fuck.
Between processed and raw foods as well as different types of meats. So it's
Oh, by the way, to answer Iron Gullet's question, I am Serve Safe certified in the state of Minnesota. So there's that.
Yeah, stay out of Minnesota.
Not to use the same utensils or work area when preparing a different food, unless they've
I want this
This
burger.
is as loud as it gets,
Right,
buddy.
meow.
Here's another method
Right,
of
meow.
contamination.
My certification may have expired. It's been, God, I don't know how many years.
He is saying that you can toast contaminated bread.
Throughout the day, your hands come in contact with more bacteria-carrying objects than you realize.
No.
Your hands become like magnets, attracting all types of bacteria to...
No, I'm not lying, Phoenix. I worked in a grocery store. I am Serve Safe certified. I worked in every department.
But
your
I'm forklift certified. Doesn't mean that I'm going to get hired to be a forklift operator. Just saying.
skin. And with one touch, the bacteria...
They've always managed to make it...
Yeah, dead serious.
Made
This
me
is as
feel
far. This is
so much better
this is
about
as
myself.
loud as I can make it. You know what? I'll call up sound.
Shut up, Dave. I'm glad that Dave makes you feel better about yourself, J-Mag. Passing that test. Is practicing what you preach. Yeah.
Levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is as loud as this shit gets.
Oh, it gets worse.
Let
Don't
me
worry,
pull
Fit.
Up, make sure I didn't stumble over and the.
It's fixing
right,
to get worse.
I'll up the. I mean, it wasn't that low, but
You or someone else...
that is.
Shut up, Dave. ServSafe certification just means that he took the class saying cross-contamination is real and just pretended to believe it so he could work in every department. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's even worse than I thought. Dave. Okay, when you get forklift certified, you get forklift certified for that company. Like, I know it's a meme, but you get memes aside, you get certified to work as a forklift operator for that company. And then if you go to a new company, they have to retrain you. It's the same thing as the Save Serve certified. You didn't learn anything. You just know that beef goes with beef, chicken goes with chicken, fish goes with fish, and Dave is just throwing all of that out the fucking window, which he probably, being like 4'10" himself, he would have to actually like throw it quite a decent distance up to throw it out of his grandma's basement. So let's continue this.
Literally as loud as it's getting.
Cross-contamination
Oh,
can
my
occur
God.
at any time. That's why your hands must be clean all of the time. Nowhere is this more common than in the bathroom.
Shut up, Dave. So when you clean your hands, one of the things you should always do is when you're washing your hands, you get water, then you get soap, and then what you should always do is scratch your palms, and that pushes the soap into your fingernails. So you scratch your palms. If you don't have like a scrubber or anything like that, scratch your palms and then rub your hands again and then wash them or rinse them and then look at them and then do it again if they're still dirty, because you can do the same thing with your thumbs, and then you scrub your hands and then you rinse them, and that's the proper way to wash your hands. If you're working in like this kind of environment, or like in sewers, or like works in, or if you're actually like in an austere environment and you have the facilities to do so. But otherwise, like, put water on your hands and soap, scrub your hands, scrub your thumbs, and then rinse your hands. Oh my god. You just have to renew it yearly to get recertified if you move states. Yeah, he's never moved states. I can use a pallet jack. I actually learned how to drive a forklift before I learned how to use a pallet jack. Oh my god. I've been washing my hands like an OCD person since before it was cool. Yeah, well, you have a scat fetish, so...
Bacteria thrive here with populations running in the billions.
Actually, the bathroom is not that dirty of a place.
It actually is.
Because bacteria can't live on porcelain.
Actually, yes, they
Watch
can.
as this person
So bacteria can live on porcelain. Bacteria... He's going off the Mythbusters thing. It's like, oh, well, there's only like 3 cultures of bacteria. But what he missed is those bacteria that were actually growing there were some of the most harmful bacteria that you can contract. So you don't want the bacteria in a bathroom. You would prefer the bacteria on, say, a countertop. Not anything Dave touched, because he's, well, cross-contaminated everything, but...
unknowingly transfers billions of bacteria with each touch.
Yeah, 100% syndrome. Dave is typically wrong. Our gloves at work.
Do you know what the dirtiest room in your house is? If you're worried about bacteria,
The kitchen
in
sponge.
your bathroom. Your bathroom's pretty clean.
No, it's actually it's not. Well, yeah, hold on. Let him go.
It's your goddamn living room.
Yeah. You know what?
I mean,
I'm not even gonna argue with that. It's probably true. But the dirtiest thing in your house is probably your kitchen sponge, because it just absorbs bacteria. It's a sponge. You know, when you flush your toilet after taking a shit, there are shit particles that fly everywhere. But carry on, Dave. Look, there is not a single shit particle that flies over my bathroom because I slam my head into that toilet and then flush, breathing in deeply.
unless you're using your hands as toilet paper.
Figure that one out. Why is the bad at hygiene chef black? What? I'm immune to pink eye. I flush my toilet
bathrooms
properly.
can't become nasty and disgusting, but I'm saying a bathroom that is receiving proper maintenance is not the dirtiest place in the house. Again, germs can't live on porcelain.
Yes, they can. Porcelain is not antimicrobial.
Even soap.
Materials like aluminum not really, copper, lead, bronze, things like that, they are somewhat antimicrobial, but porcelain is not antimicrobial. And bacteria can live there. They will thrive there if you give them the right, environment. Which is, them being there, then sweat and skin and, ass hair and all that fucking happy horse shit.
Doesn't stop contamination because it is contaminated in the process.
The kitchen is the room with the most bacteria. Facts.
Then we're all just fucked and we should shut down the entire restaurant industry.
Dude, shut down your restaurant because you suck.
Oh, God.
he's so
How
dumb.
I hate the 80s.
Like, this is... How is... How is this hating the 80s? This is literally the same shit that we do today. This is the same shit that we've done before, like 50 years before video existed. Like, dude, you're Dave is the kind of guy that's like, okay, well, hand washing, germ theory, fuck out of here, get out of here. We don't need to deal with that. That's bullshit. That's Dave's mentality. Meanwhile, everybody else is like, well, if I just wash my hands, if I just dip my hands in some water and then, dry them off on a towel. Oh, hey, all 16 of my kids actually survived. Meanwhile, Dave, you haven't got pussy since, pussy had you, so what's going on, bro? I don't know. Dude. Oh, that is a very solid question, Mango. Were Dave's dirty nails actually shit nails? I know you can do this for me, Mango. Can you get me a picture of Dave's nails? Because I was about to ask you a very specific question. His last stream, he was very racist. He's typically racist, but here. Mango, if you can find me Dave's shit nails, in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video. If I can find it. Where did I save it? God damn it. Shit. It's not what I was looking for. How do I save these things? Wait. Fuck it. Dave's boring and he's dumb at food, so I'm just gonna play this. All right, so we got a new Dave video. I don't know where I saved the other one. I'm good at things sometimes. I mean, we could do this. Here, let's give a break real quick.
Got that. 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 Like you, 'cause you got that. Something that I need. If I like, so give it to me. 'Cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that. Something that I need. If I like, that I need. Cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that. Something that I need. If I like, so give it to me. Cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that. Something that I need. If I like, that I need. Cause got that.
All right. Dope. Anyway, it's really hard not to not fuck with Dave. Well, to actually fuck with Dave, because God, he just sucks so bad. Here, listen to this. I'm not gonna get monetized for shit. I don't care.
Прийшли окупанти до нас в Україну, форма новенька, воєнні машини, та трохи поплавився їх інвентар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Російські танкісти сховались в кущі, щоб лаптям посорбати довбані щі, та трохи в ущах перегрівся навар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Зі сходу припхались до нас барани, для восстановлення великої страни, найкращий пастух баранячих отар. Байрактар. Байрактар. їх доводи, всяке озброєння, різне, ракети, потужні машини залізні. У нас на всі доводи є коментар. Байрактар. Байрактар.
Hey, what's going on, dude brothers?
Вони захопити хотіли нас зразу, і ми зачаїли на орків образу. З бандитів російських робить примар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Російська поліція справи заводить, на вбивцю рашистів ніяк не знаходить. Хто ж винен, що в нашому полі глухар? Байрактар. Байрактар. Веде пропаганду кремлівський урод, слова пропаганди ковтає народ, тепер нове слово знає їх цар.
Alright, that kind of brings us into a little bit of something that I wanted to talk about. So, down in the description, there's links to actually help for Ukrainians. It's humanitarian aid. It doesn't go to the war effort. It's just to help people. So you're not going to be buying weapons or ammo or anything like that. It's simply just to help the people who are affected, the non-combatants, as you will. So please hit those links up and donate there, because we're at the tomorrow will be the 529th day of the war in Ukraine, and it's extremely important. And I was shitting on Dave, and I want him to, be a focus of this conversation. However, come a space, he doesn't understand that if Trump were in office right now, there would not be a Ukraine, and you would have significant human rights violations, let's say slavery, imprisonment, kind of like a Soviet Union type gulag situation. And that's just speculation on my part, but at the same time, the U.S. is not like the end all to be all. We have sent a ton, like billions of dollars worth of equipment over to Ukraine, and a lot of that actually has to do with us wanting to test it out in a conventional war, because this is a conventional war as opposed to a guerrilla war, which we were fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria, and we have all of these proxy wars in Africa and all throughout the Middle East. The point is that there are people who are suffering, and those people need help. So if you can give them just a spoonful of rice, I would prefer that over, me not being hungry. I would really appreciate that. So hit the links down in the chat, and it shows that you don't have to tell me about it. You don't have to send me your receipts. You're not gonna get another Kobe's burger out of it. Fuck that. Holy shit. But it just it's a little bit of a dopamine rush for you, and it's food in the stomach for someone that actually needs it. And I put the former above the latter simply because, well, I live in the West. So I really appreciate anybody that actually helps, anybody that donates. And if you've been following the war like I have, it's a war. It's a war. It's a conventional war. It's horrible. It's terrifying. I wish I could be there. But all that aside, let's move on to well, let's see Dave being racist. Oh, how do we see Dave being racist? Videos. Videos. Shorts. It wasn't a short. It was a video. Oh, there it is.
Oh, George Floyd. Oh, Saint Floyd of Minnesota, murdered on the streets like a dog. If you just ignore the fact he was dead anyway, old Floyd, saint of fentanyl.
Totally not racist, Dave. Totally not racist at all. At all, at any point. Never. Never could he be. Fuck them nachos, yes. I also, well, I wanted to download his stream from today. Hey, I am live. Get out of here. Wait, Nigs is still a thing? Okay. So Nigs' friend Roxo swatted me? Just a fact. I'm just saying. Nigs is friends with Roxo. Prove me wrong. G-L. I'm not good at the alphabet. H-I-J-K-L. Wait. What? Anyway. Too easy. Watch this. Boink. Boink. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't know how to work your internet history. Why? We're gonna go to this fucking dipshit.
Oh.
Shut the hell up.
Produced in the United.
Oh.
One other thing.
Tell me about it.
What about when I call a woman a cunt?
Ooh.
Well, that's evil. That's misogynistic. Yet nobody cares.
No, it actually is kind of misogynistic. Like, dude, I'll call a woman a cunt any day of the week if they're being a fucking cunt, but it's reserved. We live in a society. I don't think you understand that because you never leave your house. I'm so stunning and brave. Hold on. Look how majestic I am.
Cares if you call a guy a dick. That's because, again, society doesn't care if men are insulted and denigrated and whatever. But we always have to protect the fucking princesses.
No, actually you don't.
Again.
Also, Dave, let me show you something. Those are two sausage fingers that are never gonna ever be in a woman. Let me show you something. So, I actually have an issue. I have a little too much headspace, or at least I did throughout this entire stream. What you need to do is actually frame yourself properly so that you don't look like shit. So you see how there's okay, here's the first third. Here's the bottom third. And there's these thirds. Okay? That's the rule of thirds. Photography 101. You are doing this. Why is your head damn near cut off and you have to sit down? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Now, you see how I'm actually, like, checking myself? Also, I actually have, you know, shoulders that are broad because I've worked for something in my life. And then I have this muscle here. Hey, look, everybody, can we get muscles in the chat for my muscle, my one muscle here? Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. I'm sorry. It's so... It doesn't work that well. Bro, I can produce... Take myself better than any dude could. Yeah, I know Mango. And I would not fuck with Mango.
2. Possibly 3.
3.
Versus the long list of guys that I've mentioned.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I hate the Women's World Cup, but that's not because they're women. It's because it's terrible.
You know what would be funny? Getting somebody who has the business acumen get that alpha male World Cup. You just no, I can't even say this shit with a straight face. Just have like people like Dave just come on in and just wash a dish or something, and then have a judge. Especially, I would love it if that judge were a woman, so she could just look at it and be like, no. Like, who doesn't know how to wash a dish? Oh, God. Oh. Lop. Kill me.
Oh, really? How do I have disdain for women?
Like, have you heard yourself talk? You hate women. The only thing you think of is the vagina, and the vagina is a small part of the reproductive system, and the reproductive system actually extends into the endocrine system as well as the lymphatic system of a human being, and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Bruh, you ain't no cervix destroyer. Let's just say that. I was about to say, is it not running?
I'm still waiting on how I have disdain for women. Yeah, again. There's 2 women that pop up. Everyone else I regularly go after is male. If there's a woman there, either they're here's another one, Sam Cedar. I thought, well, Emma Viglin's on there a lot, but then again, she's not the main fucking host. She's just kind of just there. I don't know, to give something to the simpy.
Problem is that she's intelligent and has the same points as Sam Cedar, so you go after her for being a woman.
Fucking leftist jackasses to fucking jack off to. Oh boy, Iron Gullet. Wow, a video completely cut out of context. What a shocker from you.
Oh, that's... I was like, what did I want to actually talk about? Dave, you have no fucking idea what fair use is. You have no fucking clue. 100%. Because you have gone after Iron Gullet 99.9 times out of 10. Out of 100. Fuck it. Shut up. Don't chew with your mouth full. And you have been wrong every single time. At what point are you going to realize that everybody can take your content? The moment you put content on the internet, it's fair use. It just has to not be completely reciprocated. So if and I know that's not the right word. So if you took my entire stream and put it on your channel, I would have the right to copyright strike you because I own the copyright to this stream. However, comma space, if I took your entire stream that I'm watching now and I cut it up and I put music into it and then I commented on it, or I did what I'm actually doing right now, you have no legal recourse. Because it's fair use. I'm commenting on what you have to say. If Iron Gullet, who I don't watch at all, I don't know who the fuck this person is other than outside of your chat, if they're doing something nefarious, you have all the right to go ahead. Fucking kick them off the goddamn platform. I don't give a fuck. What do I care? It's not my life. You're just a baby bag bitch. And you're salty as fuck. Because they're probably just skirting the lines very thinly so that they can't get in trouble. That's my hypothesis on the whole thing. Otherwise, they're just using your content for fodder, and you're, a salty ass little bitch like you normally are.
So anyway, that's my spiel. Like I
Take
said,
the photo out of your
we
hat.
use it, but
God
facts
damn it.
are facts. Again, who I go after more sporadically, I'd probably say men dominate that list too. The only one that'd be close is politicians between male and female.
Agreed.
But then
Well,
again,
Brian
female
Dave
politicians
definitely
at the
does need to
moment are
do
giving
more
me way more to work
sleeping
with.
streams.
All right, on to the next video. That segment is done.
What do we got? What do we got, Dave?
Actually, speaking of one of the women, fuck it, let's do it right now. Let me get the thing back up. All right, Mr. Potato Head spits out vegan facts. Good. We're going to learn some
this ought to
vegan
be
facts
fun.
from a male vegan that I am absolutely gobsmacked can grow a proper beard.
Potato Head spits out vegan facts. Mr. Potato.
Yes, I have a show that objectifies women. One, I haven't done it in forever. But two, those women chose to objectify themselves. They're the ones that took the photo in a bikini. I'm just simply giving them an objective reality of their looks.
Anybody in the chat want to tackle that one? Women, anybody with a vagina, because honestly, that is like, look. So if I walk outside with my dick and balls hanging out, in a Speedo, it's okay to objectify me? Or should I have the consent of somebody just like... Dave only sees women as pieces of meat to consume, not as people with feelings. That's my take. Yeah, well... all of the meat that Dave consumes all goes into the same bag. That's why he doesn't understand, society, let alone cross-contamination. Look, there was a joke there. Don't leave a door open unless you wanted me to walk in. Alright. If you're walking around and you have your tits out, I'm gonna look at your tits. Fine. Fair. Okay. Whatever. If I walk around with my dick out, and you want to look at my dick, fine. You can look at my dick. Cool. You have no right to take pictures of me. If I'm just like standing around doing my own thing, I don't know. That's let me call that questionable simply because I'm objectified every day. Society pretty much sees it. If you exist as a woman, you consent to this. I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, yeah. Like, there's a very fine line. Like, if I take a picture of you and it's technically legal, like, say, hey, it's federally and state legal, there's no recourse. Okay. But socially, you shouldn't actually do that. And you should have the recourse. You should have the ability to be like, hey, look, I'm not going to do that. And if some woman wants to sit on the beach with her fucking tits out and just be like... and take a fucking nap, that's her prerogative. She's a human being. It's not up to you to, sexualize her. The same goes in the opposite direction. So if some dude's just like, passed out on the beach and he's just like, and his dick's out and he's like, and for those men that have penises, when you fall asleep, oftentimes you get a little bit going. If you're sitting there and somebody takes a picture of it, Like, I don't appreciate people taking a picture of me when I'm asleep, but, you know, if it's within their right, like, there's an argument to be had there, but at the same time, be courteous. Actually talk to the person and say, hey, can I take a picture of you? Sure, why not? No. No is a complete sentence. So, truth is, everyone outside of your immediate circle is an object. That's very nihilistic. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Yeah, look, I think we can safely say that if Dave comes anywhere near you, within like 100 meters, just say no. Just, put your bra on, put your shorts on, whatever. Because he's going to objectify you. I have content that there to be objectified. I pretty much gave unwritten, non-verbal consent to be objectified. Outside of that, consent is key. Yeah, it's about consent. So, like, look, dude. Before you hit the fucking shutter, ask. Is that fair enough? I think that's fair enough. Yeah, and you can get away with it on, legal grounds a ton of different ways, and just being like I can go into any Walmart or Target and just start filming and doing whatever the fuck I want, within the law, and they can't say you can't film here because I live in a one-party consent state. But at the same time, I don't do that because I'm actually like a human being and I respect the people around me. So, when Dave is going to be anywhere near me, I'm changing location. Don't worry. I don't think you're going anywhere near Minnesota, and he doesn't look like the beach type. Let's just say that. You can smell Dave from a mile away. Don't disrespect the mile like that. Like, it's a lot shorter than you think, but you know what? You don't have to you don't have to be a dick like that.
You think it's fair that women get alimony? I thought you were a feminist. I thought women and men were equal. Why should a man have to pay for a woman?
Fair enough.
Diddlehead spits out vegan facts. Yeah.
Hello, students. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher.
Okay, then if I just go after random women and attack them and make fun of them...
Shut up, idiot. This woman is the reason why the Second Amendment exists. I'm gonna be hyperbolic yet vulgar here. I wish I had a slug to put through her sternum. But then again, it would probably go right through her, and her Adam's apple. Urchin Quay. What are we talking about?
That means that all my primary targets are male. So you just proved my point even more. And again, I just made a woman a moderator on my channel.
Oh, you're a fucking saint, dude. it's almost like you have no principles and you don't know the gender of someone that you just made a moderator. Anyway, excuse me, the sex of someone who you made a moderator because you don't know the fucking difference, dipshit.
And today we are going to be looking at TikTok at this account called Plants and Plates.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that bee.
Well, I actually really like bees, so I don't drink almond milk because that kills them. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna force the fucking...
Mango, please do the research for me. Does almond milk kill bees? Because I love bees. I hate flying, stinging insects. I would rather get exploded day in and day out than deal with a fucking beehive. However, come space, I understand how important bees are, but not hornets or wasps. And hornets and wasps, I understand they're pollinators, but they suck, and I want to punch them in their stupid weird faces. Okay, it's killing bees. Don't drink almond milk because it kills bees. Although, if you see a bee, punch it in its stupid little face. I know, like, that might be violence against women because all of the worker bees are women, but whatever. Look, man.
Cow to give me her goddamn milk. Also, it becomes very painful for the cow if, she's not milked.
Teacher.
Milked. It's pronounced milk with an I, not an E. It's not milk. It's milk.
She will show you how.
This guy is a very understated kind of animal rights activist, but he does make great...
I wasn't pissing myself about it. It's bullshit.
points using science-based arguments. But before we get into it, make sure you like this video and subscribe.
Science-based arguments. Really? Is that why vegans are starting to drop dead?
Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so.
Where?
Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, let's get into this.
Where? And also, almond orchards are monoculture and lack the diversity that bees need to remain healthy. And bees must wake up from their winter dormancy earlier than usual to begin pollination, so they die. Okay, that doesn't mean that almond milk is terrible. It just means that we need to have more pollination centers. Like, if you can plant wildflowers for pollination or anything, and you can actually like pollinate, and subscribe to the bees. The bees are really important. It doesn't mean that almond milk is bad. It just means that almond milk or almond farmers are negligent. Is that fair? I'm not gonna drink almond milk because, well, it tastes like chalk. But I'm not going to destroy that industry. I'd rather have the bees. Fuck almond milk. That's it. Fuck almond milk. I'm with the Lord of Patriarchy on this one. And why are you putting everything in papyrus font? This sucks. Also, you look emaciated. Go eat food, please, ma'am.
this. So he has a two-part.
That was a series of words.
And honestly, if we'd like to save marriage, the institution of marriage,
Ooh, I remember this part.
no-fault divorce should be off the chopping block, or should be on the chopping block. Alimony should. And again, I thought all you fuckers were feminists. I mean, I thought it was I am.
That's that's because you're dumb. You're stupid and dumb. You lump everybody into the same little fucking softball, and then you think everybody exists in that softball. Well, while everyone knows where you lie, because everybody can just listen to what the fuck you have to say. Because you say things too much. Twice a day. The vegan influencer that died was in Malaysia and Thailand. She was only eating raw fruits. Okay.
Woman, hear me roar. Not I am woman. Oh please, even though we're divorced, I still need you to take care of me, big strong man.
Holy fucking shit. Whew. Sorry, I just had to laugh at that because the person that said that big strong man quote is literally the softest fucking person. Dude, you see this shirt? This was issued to me by the United States Army. I have literally been to war. And I'm not gonna fucking, suck my own fucking dick over this. But for fuck's sake, you have done nothing in your life. You're nobody. You're dog shit. All you do is nut hang on fucking Andrew Tate. That's what makes you a man. You don't have any marketable skills. If I put a shovel in your hand, you wouldn't be able to dig a fucking hole faster than in an hour. And I'm talking 18 inches by 1 foot deep. In an hour, you should be 3 foot deep by 18 inches. And I know you don't know what 18 inches looks like. Because unlike you, I could fold my dick in half and know what 18 inches looks like. Dude, you are a fucking dog shit ass person. You're nothing. You're garbage. You're like the bottom of the barrel. Nobody would ever... I've said this I don't know how many times before. If it came down to it, and everybody was drafted into World War III, your only position would be a sandbag on the trenches of the front line because you're thick enough to receive some bullets, but you're not smart enough for anybody to actually consider you worthwhile. And I guarantee you, the first bullet to go through you would be friendly fire because we don't want to deal with your dumb shit. Holy fuck, dude. What happened to your Corsairs, bro? You got some work tunes, it looks like. Too bad you don't have any work to do to tune out to.
Video actually.
It just happened, Phoenix. A fairly famous vegan influencer has just died.
McNamara wouldn't even consider him. He'd just be like, oh, well. He might as well just just sit there. Oh man.
At 39 because of her diet.
And yeah, once again, just
What
don't forget
does
the
your
name.
diet
It
look
goes
like?
under the name of plants _
Everybody objectifies everyone. Women objectify men, although for different reasons. Our appearance is not the biggest thing to them. Yes, men objectify women. All men. Except creepy little soy boy male feminists.
I'm a creepy soy boy male feminist because I don't objectify women and I treat them like human beings and a 50% of the population that we can propagate. Like, dude, tell me you're single without telling me you're single. Like, tell me you've never gotten pussy without telling me you've never gotten pussy.
Everybody objectifies everyone.
and
Nope.
_plates. So make sure you follow him over on TikTok. And we're going to listen to this part. It's part 1. And he has this part 2. Let's look at this.
If you really want to kill the most things, be a vegan. Because the farmers who protect your beans kill everything. I kill 1 animal per arrow in order to convert
Okay,
beans.
so in case
Ted's not wrong.
Anti-tank mines, maybe. Mudburger, but anti-personnel, we'll find those on our own. Well, I mean, once somebody just, like, clops them on the edge of the trench, we could just roll them with a stick and find out where the tripwires are. You know.
It's 1 animal per arrow. And I have to pee. I'll be right back. Now, granted, I'm not the biggest... Ted Nugent is fucking insane, so... There's that. Anyway, let's get back to objectifying women.
Nah. Let's not. Oh, hey, guess what? Those are teenagers. They're underage. I'm pretty sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. We're not gonna watch that because yeah, I don't like underage sexual activity on my channel. So, fuck you, Dave, and learn your lesson. Oh, wait. I tried to get you to do that because you had Ariel and Cinderella kissing. And I called you out. Hey, YouTube. Maybe unfuck this? Well, let's see. Joe Rogan. The bastion of intelligence.
Left to judge her on is her physical attractiveness.
Wendy
I don't know
and
the
Peter.
woman.
Wendy and Cinderella.
I haven't even
yeah,
had a
that's...
cup of coffee with her. Let alone...
Dude, honestly, wasn't Wendy like 12? It doesn't. Why does Dave just stop being a pedo and do a little bit of research, and I won't consider you a pedo. Even though you have the beard, and I don't think you have a license, and, well, you look like you drive a panel van. Dave, just shut the fuck up.
don't form some fucking deep connection. And by the way, that's it. That's the way it is for everyone.
Yeah, 100% Tubian. Yes, always the guys saying LGBTQ plus.
And again,
People are groomers.
I mentioned
Every
to how many women
accusation,
will not
every
even talk to a dude
accusation
in a bar,
is a
even if he
confession.
rolled in there, even
100%.
if he owned the fucking place, because he's under 6 feet tall.
Dave, stop being a creepy bearded and hair sniffing fuckstick. Is it that hard? Apparently it is.
Just saying. Chicks could be at a club, dismiss the short guy who owns the fucking thing.
Joe Rogan.
And then they'll be pissed off when they get kicked out.
So the two of them are having a discussion that went.
Dave, you don't be salty that you got kicked out of the club for looking like fucking Gollum. Dude, what are you even talking about? If I owned a restaurant, I would kick you out even if you were willing to pay. I would kick you out if you came in for an interview. I'd be like, no. And I'd tell you to leave because you look like shit. God damn, dude. You don't need a beard. Look, dude. I wear a hat because it's part of my persona at this point. I don't have to. I know I'm bald. You're nothing but the Lord of Compensation. You compensate for everything. Do something. Do something in your life. Just do something. Do you know how much I've done in my life? I could tell you about it, but I don't fucking give a shit to do that. I don't care to. Nobody gives a fuck what I've done in my life. I could suck my own dick for fucking 45 minutes right here on this same stream. But it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me. I know what I've done. I know the places I've been. I know the experiences I've had. You've never done a fucking thing. And it's clear. I've done dog shit compared to many other people. I could rattle off, 15 people that I know personally that have done way more shit than I've done. And you know what? It doesn't matter to me. Because I live my life. I don't compare myself to anybody. I compare myself to who I want to be. You compare yourself to who you want to be in a sense that the person that you want to be is just a dog shit person like Andrew Tate. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. Who would give a fuck about that? You know what's more rewarding to me? Being able to go out to... being able to live 5 minutes, not even, from a lake, and just being able to put my feet in there after a long, hard day of work. That's rewarding to me, to be able to look out and see life. See the life springing about. See the birds flying. See the breeze going through the trees. Seeing all that. That's what's rewarding to me. That's my reward. Looking down and seeing, dragonflies just flying around my calves and going this way and that. And just being able to take that in. Seeing the sun when I wake up in the morning and actually being able to see it as a circle. Because there's so much haze and I can actually be like, wow, that's the sun. That's what's rewarding to me. You will never understand that because you're so much of a dog shit human being. You're so much of a dog shit person. You suck so much that you have to compensate with a beard and heavy metal and you're whatever the fuck you got when you could just walk outside. You're nothing to me, Dave. You're my plaything. I'm glad I have the internet so that I can make you my plaything. Because you're just that dull. You're a moron. I can just throw you around. You're in the same boat as the stick that I pull out of the fucking out of the brush to throw for my dog. You're in that same pile of brush. It's pathetic. And honestly, it helps me a lot more knowing that I can reflect on this and be like, hey, I want to go out and look at the moon. I want to go out and I want to look at the sky. I want to go out and I want to work. I want to go out and I actually want to do something. I want to build something. I want to do these things. I want to be creative. And the back of my mind, all I think about is, at least I'm not fucking Dave doing dog shit. At least I have this creativity. At least I have this ability. At least I can think critically to be able to create something. And then I can share it with people. And I have people in my life that I can share this with. I can share them the pickles that I make. I can share with them a nice piece of steak that I actually know what marbling looks like. I can show them what I can create as far as, a piece of art. You can't do that. And that makes me happy. The fact that you could never do that makes me so happy. So Dave, I'm going to leave you with this. Unfuck yourself. Be better. Don't be like me. Don't ever be like me. I'm a piece of shit. But hey, at least I'm not you. Everybody take care.